Hi everyone! In this video we will graph a linear inequality. Graph the linear inequality negative 3x plus y is greater than or equal to 7. Before we get started, we need to solve this so that we know the slope and the y-intercept. To do that, we solve for y. So we're going to add 3x to both sides to put it in slope-intercept form. So we end up with y is greater than or equal to 3x plus 7. Now we know that we have a slope of 3 and a y-intercept of 7. And that helps us to draw our boundary line. We'll go up 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 on the y-axis. And from here we have a slope of 3, which means we have a rise of 3 and a run of 1. So from here we're going to rise 3, 1, 2, 3, and run in the positive direction of 1, which is to the right, and there's our next point. We could also go in the other direction, which means we go down 3 and left 1, because a negative divided by a negative is also positive. 1, 2, 3, back 1. Right there. Now we can connect those 3 points for our line to graph this, and we just need to verify which type of line. Since this is greater than or equal to, this means it's a solid line. When we have greater than or equal to or lesser than or equal to, it is solid. If it is a greater than or lesser than, then it is a dashed boundary line. Since ours is greater than or equal to, it is a solid line, and so we need to connect all 3 of those points with a straight edge as nicely as possible, trying to line them up and make a solid boundary line. And I'm going to end it with some arrows because it continues on forever. Now that we've solved it for y, and y is on the left side, we look at the inequality. If it says y is greater than, this means that I shade above the line. So in this one, above it is over here because this side down here is below. Let's go ahead and verify that with a test point. Let's say I'm unsure which way I should shade. So let's use the point 0, 0, and plugging that into the inequality, we get 0 is greater than or equal to 3 times 0 plus 7. If it makes the inequality true, it should be a part of the shaded region. 3 times 0 is 0, 0 plus 7 is 7, and we ask ourselves, is 0 greater than or equal to 7? No, 0 is smaller than 7, so our point 0, 0 is not a part of the solution and should not be shaded. And we picked above it up here, so it is not a part of the solution, and it is showing that it is not in the shaded region. And so we picked it correctly. We can also verify one more way by picking a number inside or a point inside the shaded region. So let's go over here, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do this point. -4, 0, and see if it makes the inequality true. And where it is shaded with that point, we're hoping that it does make it true. So let's plug in 0 for y is greater than or equal to 3 times -4 plus 7. 3 times -4 is -12 plus 7 is -5. So we ask ourselves, is 0 greater than or equal to -5? And the answer is yes. 0 is greater than or equal to -5, which means it should be in a part of the shaded region. And so this is all of the solutions for our inequality, and we're done.